Hi, my name is Joaquin Peluffo. I'm an international student here at MCU. I'm originally from Uruguay in South America, and I'm currently doing an MBA in Masters in Business Administration. I have recently graduated with a business management and sports degree in Florida, and I moved out to California, to LA, um, last semester. So last fall was my first semester. I'm a student athlete as well. As you can see, I'm on the MCU soccer team. And I just want to tell you a few of the reasons why I chose this university. Um, one of the first and main reasons I came here was because I was looking for a change from Florida in terms of the location, and California had always been a dream of mine ever since I was a little kid. Ever since I lived in Uruguay, I've always heard and read and watched movies about what California was like. So the location in LA, um, Ocean View campus was definitely a factor that weighted in. Um, Also, the academic side of the equation for a master's degree and also for undergraduate, where the environment where I feel more comfortable in is with small classes and small groups because you can have a more personal connection and interaction with professors and with peer students as well. And that's, for me personally, that's my favorite way of learning, because you can engage more in class, you can have more discussions, you can have a lot more of a back and forth with the professor, that nourishes the learning process in my point of view. And that's what has helped me the most. Also, another reason is because they have a we have a really strong athletics department. Pretty much all sports teams are good and competing for conference championships and nationals. And yeah, so um, while I've been here, I have, besides being enrolled in the MBA program, I have also been working at the marketing department, as in with an internship, both last fall and this spring. I've been handling and helping out with digital communications of the university, mainly with Instagram and Facebook strategies, posting. That has probably been one of the best experiences at MCU, because that allowed me to have a real hands-on um, experience. I was able to translate what some of the things I was learning in the classroom um, to actual work, and something that the university was doing to communicate on social media, that everyone knows nowadays. It's a huge aspect of it. um, and we have also done a lot of extracurricular activities with our professors and within our classes. For example, one of the business professors took us, all of the business major students. They took us to a club in a social club in LA, a very exclusive um, and high end club. And experiences like that, where they're able to take us out on on the field, and and learn about what LA has to offer, because the city, obviously, a lot is happening. um, and yeah, so some of the 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 cultural differences that I've that I have found, comparing when I compare Uruguay, perhaps to hear what the U.S. is like. I personally didn't have a cultural shock. It was fairly easy to make the transition. I feel like kindness and politeness are something that here in the U.S. and California they take a lot of pride in, um, and that's something to take in consideration in all aspects of the everyday life. People are just so generally like so polite and so um, kind and respectful. Um, and maybe in some other parts of the world it's not that much, especially with people that don't know, or you don't know, they don't know you. So yeah, that's something definitely to have in consideration. Food in California is great. You have a lot of options. It's a very multicultural place, so you're gonna find a lot of different cultures in terms of the cuisine. And also it's obviously it's a huge city, LA, right? And I think that MCU, the location of MCU has a little bit of, kind of like the best of both worlds. And let me explain. But what I mean by this is MCU is in a neighborhood, or it's a neighborhood called Rancho Palos Verdes, which is a little bit of a secluded neighborhood on the coast, up the hills. It's gorgeous. It's a very quiet and peaceful place. It's a family oriented neighborhood, but then you have 10, 15 minutes up the road, and then you start getting into Manhattan Beach, Santa Monica. A little farther up, you get to downtown LA, Beverly Hills, Hollywood. So if you want a little bit more activity, more action, see more people, get to really see the dance downtown. It's just a few minutes up the road. And uh, you know, also one of the big reasons I came here is because what I want for my future. Um, Almost with all certainty, I can tell you that I do want to utilize um, what I have learned here, and um, the skills that I've had in the past in terms of the uh, digital marketing, digital communication space, apply them into another thing that I love, that it's sports. Um, and so in the future, I do want to work in the digital communication space in sports. And for that, I think it's really important to get it, to have knowledge of the business, and the digital side of it is huge as well.